Hello and welcome back. Today we are working on the Rondo Grazioso from the Sonata in C major by Jean-Baptiste Pavol. It's got some fun stuff. It's got some fast stuff. It's got a time signature that we haven't done much work in. You know what? Let's go ahead and start with that. So, looking at the time signature, it is 6/8, which means that there are 6 eighth notes, and the eighth notes get the beat. This one, I feel in 2. So 6/8, you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can count in 3, 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or you can count it in 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And each of those is going to have a different feel to it. So, 6/8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or we have, let's see if I can do this. I can't even keep it straight in my head. My apologies. But in 2, it kind of feels a little bit better. I hope that was relatively clear because I've been working on this in 2 and trying to translate it into a 3 or into a full just 6/8. Just my brain doesn't chooch it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is generally how I feel with this one. With it being broken up into triplets instead of, or not triplets, but broken up into groups of 3 instead of groups of 2. That's kind of how I feel it's being presented and put forward by the people who did the type, or not typesetting, but the setting for this. So, yeah, that's where I'm feeling it and how I'm feeling it. So that is how I am playing it. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first 4 measures. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so pick up in first 4 measures. We're shooting for 70 overall as a BPM. We're going to take it a little bit slower. So it should be about 60. So we will come in on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is going to be how I'm counting this in because this does have a lot of pickups. We do have grace notes right off the bat. If you're not comfortable with the grace notes, you are more than welcome to just you're more than welcome to cut them out if you are comfortable with them. More than welcome to play it that way. So let's go ahead and work on that first introductory section. Measure pickup through measure 4. Let's look at measure 4 first, because we have something weird going on here. We have an 8th note triplet. Has 2 bars underneath it. It's going to be very quick. So just counting out loud, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, da 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 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, triple it, 1, 2, triple it, 1, 2, triple it. That's what we're looking for. So again, just to hear what it sounds like. Actually, I'll do the measure before. I'll do measure 3 just to get us into it, so that you can hear what the beat, what the pulse actually is. One last time. So, keeping that in mind, let's play through that a couple of times. Just we'll do measures 3 and 4 just to get into it. So, keep in mind your bowings on your slurs. We are starting down bow. Down. Yeah, we are starting down bow. Go ahead and join me for measures 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Again, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. One last time. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, and then going back to the beginning, we'll go ahead and pick up at the very beginning through where we just ended. Come in on 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Moving forward from there, we do have a repeat with a variation. Moving forward, it sounds like. Apologies for the rough bowings there. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. So that will be pick up to measure 5 through measure 8. Come in on 6, just like last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there in measure 7, we do have the repeated. We have that repeated D on the A string, but we have a dash over one and a dot over the other. So the first note, you'll play nice and long, and then you'll emphasize the second one to give it a break on the same note with the same bow without changing direction. So, yeah, go ahead and join me for just measure 7 really quick, just to work on that a little bit, because that will be coming back up. So, go ahead and join me, measure 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so let's go ahead and tie everything back together. So we'll have the first entire phrase done with basically the introduction, and then the introduction slightly different. Yeah, go ahead and join me through measure 8. 6, 7, 8. Yeah, through measure 8. Pick up through measure 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. moving forward from measure 8, we have nothing really that out of the ordinary. Right before the double bar, we do have a chord, a 4-note chord. Other than that, we have a repeat of that dash and then the dot figure, so that quarter 8th note figure. But just keep a head out, or just keep your head up for that. And then let's go ahead and do measure 8 to the double bar. It sounds like this. I'll play it first, and then you go ahead and join me. So it sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, just taking a look at that chord really quick, because it is kind of scary. Your 2 lower notes are open, C and G, and then you have a first finger on the D and a second finger on the A. Together it sounds like... usually with this kind of a thing, I play 2 and 2 instead of more of a roll. I just do, because the bottom 2 notes give me the rhythmic stuff, and then the top 2 notes fill out the chord. If you want, you can hang out on the top note a little bit more just to bring it out. Normally, you're looking for more of an even balance. Stylistically, it's up to you, however you so choose. So let's look at that chord real quick. Go ahead and play it with me. 3, 4. And then just kind of play around with... Generally, the 2 and 2 is what's preferred, but stylistic, like really, especially when you were learning, just figuring out how to go around and mess around with things and figure out how you can play it, huge deal. So go ahead and join me at measure 8, and we will play through to the double bar. Yeah, nothing really out of the ordinary there. So measure 8 to the double bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. On that, so personally, on the dotted quarter notes, I will do everything 2 and 2. On the dotted half notes, I will do 2 and 2, and then hang out on that top note to bring it out. Personal stylistic choice. So we've made it to the double bar. Let's go ahead and play the entire beginning all together, beginning to the double bar. So we'll come in on 6. So I'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pick up note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do that one more time just to make sure that is solid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cut that. Let's go ahead and do that one more time just to make sure we are solid. Come in on 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so moving forward from here, this was also another section which really reinforced the rolling two feel to me. It's almost like a duple with triples underneath it, triplets underneath it. Let's go ahead and do double bar to 21, 22, 23. Double bar to 23. Nothing really out of the ordinary here. Just keep in mind, we do have an F sharp in measure 19. Other than that, 19 and 23, we have F sharps. So just keep that in mind. It will sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So go ahead and join me on that. Nice, straightforward, one accidental. Other than that, nice and straightforward. So go ahead and join me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In measure 20, we still have that quarter eighth with the dashed and dotted figure. Make sure to bring that out a little bit. That is definitely an important thing, just so it doesn't sound like a... Bring that out. Bringing that out will definitely help increase the musicality. So let's go ahead and do that one more time, and then we can move on to some interesting stuff. Double bar to 23. Go ahead and join me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, moving on from there, we've got some interesting stuff coming up. In measures 13 and 14, we had a descending figure which outlined the key. That is quite literally the, now I'm trying to remember the exact name for the term. It's not playing like the chords on a piano. So back in measures 13 and 14, we had a very solid statement of the key. Quite literally measures 13 and 14. We have that showing up again, 7, 28, in measure 29 and into 30. And then again, showing up in 33, 34, 35, and 36. So we are making sure that everybody knows that we are in the key of C. Just looking ahead a little bit. Because we're going to be messing with that in the two measures previously with a couple of accidentals. So let's take a look at 30, 21, 22, 23. Let's take a look at 24. And then through 30. We do have some 16s showing up. They are going to be quick. They are, well, let's just do 24, 25, 26. Super simple, stuff we've seen before. 24 through 26 sounds like this. And then we go into this. So, 24 through 26, go ahead and join me. We'll get this out of the way. We'll do the fast part. We'll build back to this. We'll do the next fast part, which is very similar. Build back to that. And then roll everything up together. 24 to 26, go ahead and join me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then 27, 28, 29, resolution to 30. We're going to go a little bit slower, then we'll build it up to speed, then we'll recombine things. It's literally just runs with a little turn at the top. Nice, easy, straightforward. Runs, little turn at top for the first two, and then 2 runs just going up and then staggering. So you've got the first run with a little thing at top. Second run with a little thing at top. Third one is just a straight run. Second one is a straight run again, starting a jump up instead of a step up, so that we can hit the top of that descending chord. So we are working to go from to make everything in a slightly different feel so that we can come down in the original chord or in the original key. That is all that we are trying to achieve there while going fast and making it sound impressive, which admittedly, full speed, it's pretty decent. So let's go ahead and look at measure 27, that entire chunk. We will take it slower. So da 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, again. Da 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now let's work on getting that back up to speed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Da 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 da. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the pace that we're going to take. It will sound like, starting at 27 through to 30, will sound like this. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so go ahead and join me. This will be fast. This will take some effort. This will take some practice. Don't worry about it. Don't sweat it. Practice makes perfect. Start slow, build up gradually in speed, and then you will be able to get pretty much anything down. There were a couple of notable exceptions in my in my college career, but those were moving wickedly fast. This is still very fast, especially at the beginning end of things. But this is very much doable. So 27 to 30. Go ahead and join me. We will take this at the speed that we've been practicing everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. One of the other things, especially at the beginning, is you have a tendency when you're playing fast notes to speed up. Not necessarily that fast, but it is really common. And you can get out of control very quickly. This passage I would definitely recommend practicing with a metronome. It's going to be super handy, super helpful. Make sure you are practicing at the same pace and do not let it get ahead. Start out, again, as we do here, start out practicing slow and then increase the tempo a little bit and then increase it incrementally, getting it at each of those new tempos until you hit where you are shooting for. So let's go ahead and shoot 27 to 30. And then we'll go ahead and roll back up to the double bar. So 27 to 30. After slowing it down, I get used to the slower tempo. Then I have to go back to the beginning and remember what the beginning sounds like to be able to pick up the old tempo, to be able to, yeah. That's why I say, let's do a thing, and then I go, at the page for a hot second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now, fun part is we are going to be, let's go ahead and do the 26, measure 26 into that run. Because we have been practicing, actually we'll do 24 into that entire deal because that's what we were practicing as a chunk. So before, we were practicing. And then leaving it off there. However, it does, or it actually goes. So, let's work on that transition. We'll do 24 to 30 with the resolution. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now, we have almost the exact same thing, rolling into measure 36. Let's take a look at that, then we'll roll back into the double bar, because having these two fast sections done are the two hardest parts in the entire deal. And then fixing speed, but we'll get there. So let's do 32, 31, 30. Let's do 30 through 36. So we come off of our big run, and it is. Okay. That trill is rough, but you can do it. Takes some practice, takes a little bit of getting used to. However, if you are not comfortable with it, leave it out. It's stylistic markings. It's not actual notes written on the page. If you're doing this for competition or something along those lines, that can get kind of rough. because some judges get really obnoxious about such things as that as, well, you didn't trill on such and such note on such and such measure, but it was written in the thing. Whatever. I shouldn't be so blasé and dismissive about nitpicky judges, but my personal experience with them is there are some that do it in good faith and there are some that enjoy power trip. But that's neither here nor there. So let's go ahead and do that chunk over again, and then we will roll everything back to the double bar. So we are coming off of the big chordal thing in measure 29, and then we were starting in 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more time, and we'll roll it back to the double bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so as I said, let's roll back to 36 and play to where we've just stopped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looking at that, moving forward, we've got 3 measures that are going to be the same. Then it goes somewhere different. But we've got the same 3 ending measures after the run before or after the fast part, before the second fast part. That matches exactly the 3 measures after the second fast part. And then it goes into something slightly different. So measures 36 through, 36 through 38 will perfectly reflect measures 30 through 32, exact same things, exact same trills, exact same dynamic markings. And then 39 has a different figure to it. So let's go ahead and look at 39 through, 44. 39 through 44. Sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Just keep in mind your dynamic markings there. That does need to change a bit. You're going from louder to softer. So 39 to 40, go ahead and join me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then let's back up to 36 with that, just so we can tie that together. So coming off of that big. So starting at that low C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. more time, and then we'll move on. Starting at that low C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 46, 45, 44, 43, we have something interesting. We have a chromatic run. So normally going between the G and the E would be, but they're adding in another note. So we're starting on a 4, playing a 3, playing a 2, playing a 1, playing a 3, playing a 4. Go ahead and join me just for that, just so we can get those fingerings down. And again, those fingerings: 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 4. Go ahead and join me for that, just so we can get that kind of figured out. It's a weird feel to it, but it does match with the piano, who is normally playing accompaniment during this, and it makes a lot more sense with them playing. So go ahead and join me. We'll just do this measure a couple of times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Moving on from there, measures 44 through 48 are going to sound like this. So go ahead and join me for that. Measure 45 has another little chunk of that chromatic stuff. And that will be fourth finger, third, second, first. Kind of like we were doing on the D string, but on the A string instead. So, again, those fingerings are 4, 3, 2, 1. So go ahead and join me on that 44 through 48. And then we'll tie everything back to... We'll tie everything back. Okay, go ahead and join me 44 through 48. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One last time, and then we'll tie everything back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go ahead and go back to the double bar, and then we will play all the way through. Double bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cut that. Let's go ahead and do double bar through where we just were finishing in 48. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We do have a interesting section coming up in 46, 47, 48. In 49 and 50, we do have a ritardando coming in, and then an off tempo. So the ritardando is a slowing down. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. So that would be the ritardando, very exaggerated, and then that would be the odd tempo, going back to the original tempo. So let's go ahead and take a look at 48, 49, 50 with a ritardando, and then 51 going back into odd tempo. So listen first, then join along. I'll play it 3 times so that we can all work on that ritardando together, and then hitting the odd tempo so that we don't have to worry about anything. Yeah, and then after that, we're basically finished. So, 46, 47, 48 through the odd tempo is going to sound like this. So, go ahead and join me. I'll play it 3 times and then we'll roll everything together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So taking a look at measure 50, just in case you were curious about fingerings, I just do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then and then I slide up for an extended 4. That's what I'm doing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, extended 4, open 1. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look from the odd tempo to the end. Shouldn't be anything new, shouldn't be anything out of the ordinary. Odd tempo to the end. 1, 2, 3, or odd tempo to the end sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, go ahead and join me. We'll do odd tempo to the end, and then we'll do double bar to the end, and then we'll do the entire thing. And then we will bump it up to the finished BPM. So, odd tempo to the end, we'll do that twice. Double bar to the end once. Top to the end once. Or the finished tempo, we'll do that 1 time, and then we'll be good. So, odd tempo, go ahead and join me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, second time, odd tempo to the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Double bar to the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fuck, cut that. Okay. Double bar to the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then for the last bit, second to last bit, let's go ahead and play from the beginning all the way to the end, keeping the same tempo. Okay. One will come in on 6, so it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's super fucking weird. Okay. Okay, got that. Okay, so from beginning to end, we'll come in on 6. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. So now that we have the entire thing down, now we are looking to get to the finished BPM. We're looking at a finished BPM of 80 for the for the dotted quarter note on this. So 80 for every tick of the thing, and it'll be 2 ticks per measure. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you want, go ahead and join me. If not, go ahead and take a listen for what the finished BPM, the finished speed for this should be, and then we will move forward from there. I just need to get the cramp out of my hand. Hopefully, looks like it worked. So we'll be coming in on 6, so it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll check this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one is solid. I enjoy this one. The second half will be in the next lesson, but overall, it's got some good stuff. Some very, very fast parts once it gets up to finished speeds. That takes some dexterity and some clarity, because you can easily just kind of, instead of the, you can hammer your way through it, but you can get through it, but the being able to do it quickly and clearly with clarity is really where it starts to speak. Definitely a thing. Takes some work to get up to speed, but overall, I think it's a very rewarding chunk of this piece. And overall, once you get done, this will be, I believe, the first concerto that we have actually completed all the way through. Yeah, because the next one's by Marcello. So this is quite literally a two-part Rondo Grazioso. Yeah. This will be the first complete concerto that we've worked through in this particular line of videos, and it's a hell of a thing. So, take your time, enjoy, practice, but don't lose track of the overall goal of being able to get better at this instrument and be able to play it more expressively when you are in the middle of the I can't play this fast enough, or I have a hard time playing the right notes, or like my things are out of tune. Take a step back, slow down, remember why you like this instrument, why you chose this instrument, what speaks to you about this instrument. Obviously, obviously the instrument speaks, but the reasons behind it, at least in my mind, and from my experience, really, really help with keeping sight of the bigger picture overall when it comes to frustrations during practicing. Because I can see the potential for a lot of frustration in this piece, especially to get it up to speed. So, completely unsolicited, I wouldn't say dad advice, but something that has helped me over the years is keep sight of why you like the instrument. If you hit hard spots, and if you hit chunks that just are not working out for you. So, unsolicited two-bit advice, but something that's helped me in the past. So, overall, thank you very much. Practice, enjoy, and I will catch you next time. Have a good time.